Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyrim. Let's review Kaidan romance mod. I believe last episode I did not show you what my character looked like. So this is Essa. She is a wood elf and obviously a mage character. I downloaded a preset for her. I can put it down in the description below just so you guys know that I was not the one who fully created this beautiful wood elf because it is super hard to get elves to look super pretty unless you have an insane mod or you download a custom race mod, and that's what I did the last time, but I just didn't want to deal with it, especially since Kaidan has a lot of custom dialogue that pertains to your race, so I just wanted to download a preset. Anyways, that was the other thing, was that I downloaded basically what is a DLC pack for Kaidan, and he makes more comments about the environment, where you are, your situation, even the DLCs like Dragonborn and what's the other one? Dawnguard. Like the occultists attacked me, and then he makes comments about we need to find out who sent them, and then he also made comments about the College of Winterhold, about how it's been hundreds of years and they still haven't fixed the bridge. I missed a few of those comments, but they weren't super important. But that is something that I will also leak down below, that if you want him to be more interactive with your environment, I would recommend you buy that as well. But anyways, this is where we can find the book that he wanted, which is, let's see, we need to find Dragon Language Myth No More. And online, it said that we can find a copy of Dragon Age Myth No More here at the library. So let's see if I can find it. Alright, so we found the book. It was in that bookcase right there. Took me a while to find it because can't easily glance over everything. And for some reason it's considered stealing, even though this is a library, but okay. So let's see. It's a whole book. Oh, it's translating a bunch of stuff. Okay. So I've read it.
I'm at your service.
Kaidan, please, can you help me? What does this mean?
What do you want?
Oh. That's what it means. Okay.
Aye?
About your sword.
Aye.
I recognize.
It is strange that they would write in Dragon and not Akaviri. Can you translate it?
Yeah. Let's see. Tovet Kruzik Keth Sehel Korne. Korone? I don't know. Search the ancient bones of enemies.
Haha! You bloody genius! It's cryptic, but it's definitely pointing somewhere. Bones of enemies. Well, the Blades never wanted for enemies. The Thalmor, the dragons, Mythic Dawn. I'll have to think about this.
Was your mother a blade? Huh. Interesting. So, in order to talk to him more about stuff, you actually have to be resting. So, let's rest here.
Hell yeah.
And then,
Yes?
tell me about yourself.
What did you want to know?
What brings you to Skyrim?
I've spent a long time wandering. This is where my feet led me.
There's more to it than that, surely.
Aye, isn't there always? To own the truth, I've come back to Skyrim to learn something of my heritage, my bloodline.
Are you half Nord?
The few clues that I have pointed me here, but it takes time to decode. So, I'm paying my way by collecting bounties.
You don't really look like a Nord, though.
Well, aren't you observant? I was raised by
You're so mean to me.
Aswin. But no, that Admore and ice doesn't run in my veins. be certain what does.
So you have no family to ask?
No, not anymore. Perhaps I do have blood kin out there, but I've never known them.
You don't even know your own race?
No, I have no voice of the Emperor, no dragon skin magic. I don't know the race of my mother. All I have is a hunch, but I need proof.
So that sword is your mom's. That's really interesting that he doesn't even know. Is there nobody else that looks like you? So perhaps I could help you solve this?
You do that? I suppose I could use the help. The best clue I have is my sword, but I'm certain we can find out more in our travels.
Alright. How are you doing, Kai? What was Kai's nickname?
Aye, not too bad. How are you feeling?
I'm doing alright.
That's good to know.
Were you going to ask something?
You know, I'm curious about you. Where are you from?
I believe my wood elf is a wanderer. The only reason why she was caught here in Skyrim and learned about being the Dragonborn was because she was crossing the border because she was interested about going to the College of Winterhold to learn more magic because the place that she was in before was a bit weary of it. So I've lived in many places. Skyrim is only one of them.
A fellow wanderer then. I'm curious to hear what you've encountered in your time.
Anything else you wanted to know?
You know what? Tell me something about you.
Do you have any family out there?
Yes, though they're far from here.
Do you miss them? Perhaps that's a daft question. Your family must be proud of you.
No. Any thoughts?
Hey? Nothing really.
Oh, well, aren't you lovely?
You alright?
I'm alright. Come on, let's get going.
Of course. After you.
Okay.
Alright?
So that's it for his sword for
Alright.
now. I think the only thing that we really need to do now is put on an amulet of Mara and then talk to him, and then
Even
that
with the
starts.
college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
I'm just talking to my friend. Why are you over here judging me? Okay.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Jesus, can I not get a word off around here? Goodness. Oh, could... Girl, what is
If
your
there are any
problem?
problems, let me know.
Okay,
It's
just
my job to keep things running smoothly.
go away. Alright, so what I'm trying to say is that if I put on an amulet of Mara and start a conversation with Kaidan, supposedly, or Kaidan, however you want to say it, that starts his romance questline. So I'm going to get an amulet of Mara real quick, talk to him, and then we shall go from there. Alright, I got an amulet of Mara. Let's talk to Kaidan and see what he has to say.
You're wearing an amulet of Mara. I had no idea you were looking for marriage.
Maybe. I'm hopeful I can find someone to love. Wink, wink.
Oh, it can be a lonely life. But don't go throwing your cap over the window for just anyone.
Oh, are you
People
saying
around
just
these
anyone?
parts, they'll marry for any old reason. You deserve much more than that.
Okay. So supposedly, all you have to do is just start that conversation with the amulet of Mara. Let him know that you're interested, and then the romance will go from there. Oh, it keeps telling me I have a level up available. Alright, so I don't have any other things, so I'll just keep that on for now. And then I believe we just have to go on more quests with him, and then his story will eventually open up. So we'll cut to the next time he has something to say. Kaidan has more to say.
Talking about caution and control. Then what was it? Wards and that. I figured lessons might be more about...
So, sorry for the abrupt entrance. I didn't expect him to say anything, but I just had a class with Tolfdir, and Kaidan was here for that. I told him to wait over at the side. And Kaidan actually has stuff to say about this, about what Tolfdir was saying. This is amazing. Even, I don't know if anybody who's watching this watched my Skyrim Romance playthrough, but even Bishop didn't really have anything to say about what specific NPCs were saying. This is really cool. I like this. But anyways, you thought magic was more about soul stealing and blowing things up?
The long and short of it, yeah. That's Bobby's lessons 2 and 3.
We're headed for the Sarthal excavation soon.
Sarthal, the first city established by men in Samria. I can't believe they actually found it.
Could be dangerous. There wouldn't be a problem with you coming along as backup.
I suppose you'll need someone watching the back while you're studying rocks and rifling through bones.
That's so cute. He's a history nerd too. Yeah, there can be a lot of tracker buried down there. Alright, sorry. The dialogue was a bit behind. I was just checking. What's on your mind?
Have you ever looked across the Sea of Ghosts and wondered what lies beyond it? What became of Atmora?
I don't know. Alright, follow me.
Guess we better get going.
Anyways, I think that that's really cool that he will comment on things that happen directly in front of him if you have him there. A lot of companions won't have whole conversations about that, so that's something that's different about this mod, I guess.
Right?
Yes, everything's fine.
Got your back.
I love his accent. And he's adorable. Look at us, we're so cute. He's so much taller than me. And I love his little man bun. That is something else that you can do, is that there are tons of appearance mod for him that change his general look that you can do. I like this look. I want to keep it, especially with the long hair and the man bun, and he's just adorable. But you can change it if you like. A lot of them are linked already on the Nexus page. Anyways, I will cut to the next time he has anything to say. I just wanted to share that cool little tidbit.
Aye.
Alright, so we have some new dialogue. How do you feel about traveling with me?
It's been a long time since I've had someone I knew I could trust. Longer still since I could call them friend. I'm glad I can fight alongside you.
You're a lot stronger. You're a lot stronger than me. Alright, are you always so serious? Don't you know any jokes?
I know of them.
Come on, give it a go.
Alright. What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
What? That was terrible.
You asked for it.
Okay. He is a lot stronger than me, so he is a good, viable companion.
Alright then.
If you want somebody to just be your cool buddy bro, this is... Okay, so if you want him to be your companion, you don't have to start a romance with him. It only starts a romance if you wear an amulet of Mara. And this can be for male or female. Or he can just be your best bud, dude bro, forever. And you can just go through his regular quest, and then he's a super strong, super cool follower. Or he can be your husband, whichever you prefer, which I like. Alright, so we finally got some new options. I went to the mods guide through page on the Nexus. If you go to Documents, the tab there, you can actually get a mini walkthrough for this mod, which is very helpful for me because I'm doing a review, so I just read a little bit to help me get going. Basically, you just need to rest a lot and go to a few different places to get the story moving along with him. but you also need to make sure that you actually use the option let's rest here before a lot of different dialogue options will open up for Kaidan. So let's see, have you ever thought about marriage?
Everyone has at some point, haven't they? But I don't think I'll be taking an arrow in the knee anytime soon.
Oh, I don't know about
With my
that.
upbringing, I don't know how I'd really fit into a picture of domestic bliss. Being a good husband, raising a family.
You're protective and loyal. The role would fit you so well.
You think so? Well, you've shown pretty good judgment in the past. Time will tell.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you feeling?
I'll say I'm not doing so well just to see what he says.
I'm sorry to hear it. What has you troubled?
I just feel so lonely and depressed. I don't really, but I want to see what he has to say. I mean, you guys can explore these options yourself, but just to get a little bit more.
I'm sorry you feel lonely and depressed. I've been there before.
How can I overcome it?
Best thing is to take it one day at a time. Don't let those dark thoughts overwhelm you. You are strong, you're a fighter, and you have a beautiful soul. I believe in you. You will get through this. I'm here for you.
Aww, that's so cute. That's adorable. All right, come on, let's get going.
The destination's not worth it if you're not part of the journey.
Oh, da flirting, da
What are you
flirting.
thinking?
I'm not thinking about anything right now, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. Basically, what you have to do in order to work along his storyline is do the main storyline. So I think in the next episode, we'll be heading off to the Thalmor Embassy, which is where the next part of his quest gets going, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about Kaidan, however you want to say his name, and seeing the relationship develop between them. And we will be back to each other in the next episode. Bye, everybody.